Welcome back to the channel. This video is second part of building attendance tracker dashboard. So, if you haven't seen the first part, go watch it first. In the first part, we completed technical backbone of this tool. And now we will format this tool into a proper theme to match the template. Let's start. First, let's do some cleaning. I will shift the gender demographics to cell outside the chart area. So just copy the formula by double clicking and then paste it in this cell, and then repeat the same process for the female percentage formula also. Set the formatting to percentage and add legends to the cell next to these two cells. Set the legend as male and female. Also, let's merge the formula for daily attendance into a single cell. Just alter the formula in cell E36. Change the value E35 with the COUNTIF, and this gives you the percentage in a single cell only. So you can select the whole range in the COUNTIF where you want to count present values, and then when you enter, it converts the value into percentage in the cell only. Now drag this and apply this to whole row, and you can delete the top row. So now the whole percentage section is merged into a single row instead of two. Now let's format this KPI card at the top. Select the KPI card, go to select data and remove everything in the first column. In the series section, add data, and in the series value, select both the cells with percentage value that we have created earlier using copying the formula. And then in the second column, it's asking for the label. Click edit and select the labels male and female and click OK. Now let's format the top row of the date section in the table. And add headings also. Now let's change this attendance area. Instead of present, absent and weekly off, we will map data icons to make it look good. So you can apply data icons from the conditional tab. So you see here we have applied data icons instead of values. The same icon we will apply into our current tool. Before we apply data icons, here's an important thing about them. Data icons can't be applied to text values. They are only applicable for numerical data. So we need to replace our text value here, present, absent and weekly off, into some numerical value, and then we can apply data icons. Select the whole range, and with Control H option, you can replace P with 1 for absent values and replace it with -1 and once again to replace WO, and once again to replace weekly off with value 0 and select replace all. Now that the data is converted into numerical values, you can simply go to conditional formatting, go to icon set and apply this traffic light signal icons. So the moment you click, you can see the data icons are applied over. Now let's quickly go to manage rules to do a bit of editing. So here you can see the old conditional formatting rules are also existing that we no longer need. So you can simply select all of them and delete them. Now for this icon set, go to edit rules and we will edit this rule to match our requirement. So first change the type from percentage to number. You have three conditional statements here, one for each icon. Simply set 1 and 0 in the value field settings here. Let's understand it. Only possible values here are 1, 0 and -1. So the first condition is when x is greater than or equal to 1. The only case it matches is when value is equal to 1 from the allowed values. So it maps it to the green icon. And if value doesn't fit this case, only then it goes for the second condition. When x is less than 1 and greater than or equal to 0. Only case it matches is when value is equal to 0. So it maps it to the yellow icon. Now, if value doesn't fit either of the cases, that means the value is equal to -1. That fits our last case when x is less than 0 and maps it a red colored icon. Simply click OK and also check this show icon option. So only icons are shown, not the value itself in the Excel sheet. Now let's also change the data validation as they were earlier set to present, absent and weekly off. Set the new rule to 1, 0, -1. So select the whole range, then go to the data validation rules and replace these values with 1, -1 and 0. Simply click OK. So now you can see that the drop down values has changed to 1, 0 and -1. Now that you have replaced present, absent and weekly off with 1, 0 and -1, you need to change every COUNTIF or SUMMIF formula where you have used P with -1. So let's quickly replace it. First in the total attendance, replace the P value with 1 and simply drag the formula to apply it to all the cells. And then in the daily attendance section, change the COUNTIF formula and replace the P value with 1. And if you quickly drag it across, you see now the line chart is live and working again. So let's now format the line chart. Simply change the width of the line chart to match it with the attendance table. Click the vertical axis and in the format area, in axis option, set the maximum and minimum bound to 1.1 and 0. To fix the axis range between 0 and 100% so that it doesn't scale up and down based upon the chart. Now select the horizontal axis and in the label set interval to 2 to make it more cleaner and spacious. Now Select and delete all the horizontal grid lines from the chart option. And then add major vertical grid lines from the add option. Now select these grid lines and set the color to gradient. Set this to two colors by dropping out the excess pointers in the color bar and change the color to black and white respectively. So now select the plot area and set the color to black also. Select the chart area, set this one to black. Now the whole background is in black color. As any of the text is not visible because font color is also black, we will select all the text value in the horizontal axis, vertical axis, and anywhere else and set the color to white in the text option in formatting area. Also, once again, select the grid area and interchange the black and white color. And now select the line and in the series option, set the color to green. And in the second section, set the glow to the first option. So this way it has added a nice green line with a glow to it. Set the size of line glow to 5 points. See, now it looks good. And in the chart element, also add labels, if not take earlier. And then select the labels and set the font color to white. Now let's resize the chart elements a bit, position them. And then add the chart title if not added earlier. Rename it to attendance pattern and set the color to white. Now let's move the chart down and let's format the KPI card. Set the title of the KPI card to demographics. Bold it. And also add data level options from add menu. And then position these data labels to a bit outer region. Now select the handles of these data labels and delete them. Now select this blue slice of the chart and in the series option in the formatting area, change the color to black and set the outline also to black color. Then select the other slice. Be careful. Carefully select the correct slice until you see the orange color. This can be a little bit tricky to select the correct one. After selecting, change the color to yellow and set its outline to black color. Now select the chart area and fill it with a yellow outline and set the width to 3 point. Also, do one thing. In the View tab, turn off the grid lines to make it look cleaner white background. So now I will just copy this chart and go to some other cell and paste it 5 times. So it had pasted the same KPI chart for 5 times. Then quickly position the last and first KPI card to a correct position. Then select all these charts and in this shape format, go to the alignment options and set it to line in the middle. And once again, set them to distribute horizontally to evenly space them. That looks a lot nicer and cleaner. Now just add few blank rows on the top and add a text box. Set the title to attendance tracker with font Century Gothic and set font size to 48. Also select the attendance part and bold it. Now in the shape format, set the shape outline to yellow color with size 3 point and fill the color to black. Quickly set the font color of this attendance title to yellow color. Now resize this text area or I mean text box and set it to the width of our line chart. And now you can simply select the whole chart, I mean whole dashboard and set it to the outline boundary. So that's it. Your chart is ready. You can set the view to full screen in Excel to view it properly in a larger screen. See, it's totally interactive. You can change the attendance details and it updates the line chart and salary calculation automatically. And if you update the gender details, the demographics are also updated. So that's how you put elements together into a nice, good looking dashboard. So we have completed this attendance tracker tool and also learned key concepts like conditional formatting, data validation, COUNTIF, drop down list. You can modify this tool to your requirement and suitability. Goal of this video was to learn the Excel core concepts and techniques to build the similar kind of tools. So keep practicing, keep excelling. Consider liking and subscribing to the channel and check out homepage for more such videos.